Hello everybody out there, welcome back to another video here. Today we're just going to do an open box of the Ryobi Fan and also of the battery kit, the 2 battery kit that it came with. So stay tuned, let's see what's in these boxes and be very thrilled and excited about this great deal online to get the fan and the batteries bundled together at a great price. Alrighty everybody, and today, like I said, we're going to go ahead and open these boxes and see what's on them. Which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the fan first? Or do you want to start with the battery kit first? Eh? We've all seen the fan before. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open the fan first. And let's see what we got. So let's get a little close up here. Then you grab the fan. See, the fans are standing right here in the face. They ain't messing around. They're saying grab that fan and pull him out of the box. See? And that's about all you get to do. There's very no thrills opening this box, is it? Like, they're not even wrapped in plastic. It is just sitting there waiting for you to be marveled by the fan. The fan. So here it is. What you see is what you get. You get a couple manuals, and there's nothing else. Not even a plastic, not even one of those little moisturizer things in there. So let's go ahead and put that back in there and set him aside. There's your fan. It's about that big. See, there's my hand. This is one of the smaller fans of the little tools and fans that you can get at your box stores. You've got the number of different brands that are out there. But if you look around, you'll notice that this is the smaller fan. So if you're looking for a smaller fan, you've got it. Even though it's pretty basic, all it does is tilt and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open the batteries now. Remember, this is a joint kit. This is a joint endeavor. Let's get this going here. Stop. Here we go. We're going to go open the battery kit now and sync up the audio with the video. There we go. We did the official production thing. Oh, this box is a little harder to get into. Look at that. It's a standard box. Okay. Oh, we can just pull it right here. No. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, is it like this? Well, I like to respect the box integrity. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it that way. Alright, so for all of you out there who are box sensitive, that's one way to open it. I don't see anything here. So you've got glue here, and you got this here. Now that we've got the box open, let's go ahead and see what's inside. Do you want to just dump it all out on the table? Do you want to recklessly just kind of throw it all out there? Let's do that now. We're not going to take it all out one by one. We're going to be reckless today. Here we go. We've got all of these things now. We've got to just kind of take an accounting of them because this is what we ordered. We'll make sure they're all here. The official name, okay, let's not monkey around here. The official name is the 18-volt 3 amp hour battery and compact charger starter kit. You've got the 2 batteries here, 1 and 2, and I'm going to tell you what I like about these batteries here in a minute. And then you've got the charger. Oh, but wait, are we done with this box? Can I get it out of here? Charlie, I don't know, there's no Charlie in here. Charlie, is there any box? All right. Oh, look at this. We've got a little home for all of this quite funny stuff that we have here. So let's go in. Wow, this is a nice bag. I like this. Oh, look what we have here. We have the dial. Does it have it in the British language? I cannot read the English here. So, operator's manual. So let's go ahead and verify the part number here. So we got P166. That reminds me of a charging station. However, these other individual things, such as the battery here, are going to have their own designation. P191, okay, on the batteries. P118 Bravo. Okay, so this kit has a kit number, but it's going to have these individual component numbers, so don't be misled. Do not be misled. One thing I'd like to check out here, as soon as we get into the checkout phase, is a couple of the particulars here on the charger. So we'll get right now to that, and let's cut this and look a little bit more closely at these individual components. And here we go. Now, okay, so let's take a closer look at the fan here. So obviously we've got the grill in front. Does it turn off? No. Actually, I'm just going to randomly go through these things and then kind of point out things as I notice them going along. You know, we all have our own way of looking at things, right? So I'm trying to get this in the camera. This is confusing. There you go. So, no, the front grill is attached to the housing utilizing the screw method back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're not going to have to worry about this thing spinning off one day in your work site or wherever you're putting your little fan. So the next thing we want to check out is its flexibility here for rotating, because this is all it's going to do. Yes, so it's got this kind of like limited functionality here. It doesn't do like a whole 360. Now remember, you've got a variety of different ways you can position this fan. Looks like you can just put it this way, shooting up in some kind of way. See, it's got this interesting little angle you've got here. And then you've got the back end here. And then you can go back to the normal stand-up mode. And now that we're in the back, let's go ahead and see what we got in the back here. So, we've got this switch here. You only got 2 switches. This is not a variable power fan at all. It is a fixed, either low or high or off. Now, I've used this fan and that's pretty much not bad. You don't have any complicated settings to go worrying through or trying to dial it into the perfect tune. That is for some other fan and another scenario. So, let's go ahead and check out the plug outlets down here. Now, this is what it's known to be sporting, and a lot of people have talked about they really love this feature down here. And this feature here is the optional AC/battery operational capability of this fan. So as you can see, you can put that sucker right in there. Coincidentally, you have no charge on this battery. It's only at 1 level. That's how it came out of the box. But it will run for a split second. See, you do get a little bit of fanage. I don't have a fan meter, but it is rather quiet, by the way, so don't worry about being too loud. No, you don't have to worry about it being too loud. Let's find that English accent again. Where are we? Oh, yeah, beep, beep, cheerio. All right, so again, remember the part numbers here are going to be P3320 on the fan. We've got the battery for this whole kit is going to have P191. All right, so don't worry about all that. Here we go. Now, what are these things here? They still predominantly, they put these 2 round housings here. And I just don't, you know, they don't light up. They kind of look like little lights. Yeah. All right, so now let's see what's going on underneath, yeah? Here's something you might like, is the hook. You think, well, what the heck? It's just like a basic little hook there. But you find ways to use this hook. What I've also found pretty cool is its capability to use these other little hooking guys here on the side, because that's where you will put things such as extra wiring or some sort of one of those straps to then hang it accordingly. And of course you've got your set screw holes here, preset screw holes in there for the 1, 2, 3, 4 for your actual screwing enjoyment. Plastic, no feet, just all plastic down there. Very simple, yes. And you got the Ryobi logo here up front, and you got, where else do you have? +1 there, lithium, hybrid 18 volt, cordless and electric. Okay, it's saying that right down there. Okay, so enough with the fan. Very sturdy, simple, and that's the way we wanted it. So let's go on to the batteries. I'm gonna go do the synchronizing clapperboard here. And now, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and move into the batteries to take a closer look of the batteries here. So let's see what we got. We have here, what I really like about these batteries, and tell you what, they're all on 1 charge. So I'm gonna put one in the charger, which I plugged in for us all. so we can see that there's a flashing red light, and this one flashes here. Oh, it moved all the way to 2. One of these was solidly charged, and then it moved up to the number 2 position. So, what do we got here? So let that charge in the background, and let's talk about some of the features of this particular battery here. So, what do we got? Yeah, put that right about now, and this here. 3 amp hours, Ryobi, 3 amp hours. You got it labeling here, so you know which battery you're grabbing for. This is the plus HP, 3 amp hours indicated up there. It's the 1+ system, so you can plug this into all of their 18-volt 1+ tools. I mean, you know, that's what we've been doing all along. So what's the big deal? But they've really told you that. So let's see what else we got here. Solid build construction. Obviously, this is made in China. There it is down there. Again, those tariffs may make this package deal come offline, so you better should run out there and buy it before all of those tariff things start disrupting the business here in the United States. Okay, so it's a formidable battery. Again, 3 amp hours. Do I have a 2 amp hour laying around so that we can compare the two here? So yeah, and obviously the 1.5 amp hour, or the 2 will be over here. So 2, 3, and 6. All right, I've got a 2 laying around here somewhere, and it's in the charger, and it's already charged. Let's pull it out for us, bring it up center stage. Yes, we will. No fret about it. So there, we've got the 3 candidates of batteries, yeah? And they all are CC lithium, 18 volt. Interesting though, that this one doesn't say the HP, the plus HP power, even though this one's been very reliable. By the way, it's not like you're losing anything. I've used this one steadily and it's been very fine. So on these other ones though, we're getting the plus HP and the plus HP indication on the side there. Now, one thing I will tell you about the 2 amp hour battery is it does not have the convenient power level here. Why would you not put that on all your batteries? I guess that's what the plus is for. So you have this convenient little power indicator to show you how much charge is left. That is so much of a smart feature to have out of anything you'd want to get on a battery, because now you don't know. You really don't know what the charge is on this little one, and you just have to constantly be charging it up. So this gives you a sense of awareness on the job site, what's going on with the batteries. And again, here's your plus system here. This one's on 3 bars. This one that came with the kit is on 1. So you're getting a little bit of power, but nothing much. And of course, this one's not in the kit. This is a 2 amp hour, and it does not have your little LED readouts here to tell you about the status of its power level. So let's get rid of these 2 guys here. Let's continue back with the kit and wrap this all up. Here we go, synchronization. Here we go, let's talk about the bag. Now, I find it quite interesting that we have a bag here to kind of have to put all our stuff in. And as you know, we get all these things here, and you can put them in there. Now, does the fan actually fit? I would hope so, right? You would think, hey, does the fan fit in there with all of the other accessories? So let's go ahead and try to put that in there. Rather tight now. Look at that, it's rather high. Let me see if it's just a way of putting it in here. That's the right direction. There we go, right direction with the face up and down, or whatever you want to call that. And then now where the batteries are going to go. So I guess we would put one actually on the device itself. There we go, making sure that the battery's off. I wouldn't advise that, I guess, in case that switch, oh, it does not fit with the battery on. We've got a little thing here. So let's go ahead and take the battery off. Again, I wouldn't advise putting that on there anyway, because if that little switch in the back accidentally gets poked on, then that. So the bag actually, it seems to only want to fit. Now, if I take this off here, why wouldn't that fit this way as well? So this will lie flatter going this way. So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, that it's only going to fit without cramming your fan, which is actually not too bad, because that way, the tool is what's kind of isolated all by itself, sitting there until you need it. But the batteries are universal. You're going to have these in the charger the most of the time. So there you go, revelation by watching this video, that all of your accessories are not going to fit into the bag, that the fan is the only thing that fits into this bag. Okay everybody, now that you've managed to see everything here, so that's very good, right? We've managed to go ahead and check out everything here in the video, right? So let's just go ahead and review what it is that we talked about. Here we talked about the fan and the battery kit that all came bundled together at a great price. So run to your online store and see what price they have available now before they go up or become out of stock. Now again, we talked about the fan. Here we go. We talked about this fan, and we're going to pull it out, and we're just going to leave that in there. And my thoughts on the fan is that it's a great compact fan, actually. A lot of the other fans are taller. They have like an alternating twisting thing, or they have like a base station that's unnecessarily long and cumbersome. So this will actually fit in smaller spaces for you to be able to just maybe put in a backpack, take with you to other locations where you need to work. One thing we don't need is the tool taking up all the excessive space that's needed for that. Speaking of excessive space and space for your tools, we've got the fan bag. Again, we talked about how the bag will only fit the fan itself. The other accessories are not going to go into the fan. So that's kind of cool. I'm actually a fan of the fan, by the way. I like this fan. Very light, and as long as you put a battery in there with some charge, you're going to be able to circulate the air in your workspace and feel much better about it. So now let's move on to the batteries. One thing we talked about with the batteries were, okay, this particular design is an upright design. Some of your other chargers are more long and flat, so if you have them on a surface, they may be more stable. So now on this one here, the batteries, let's talk about their charge. They came with a 1% LED charge on there. So you have just maybe a little bit of time on your battery if you need something right away. Now the next thing that we're talking about here is the design. These are going to be the high-powered plus HP lithium 18-volt batteries. We talked about their part numbers. On this particular one is P191. We've also talked about how these batteries sit on the charger itself. We talked about its mounting ability. So the next thing we talked about here was the charging adapter itself. It's an actual larger adapter that you need space for on your outlets. And as you know, when we're at a job site, we don't need to be fussing around with a power strip or whatnot. Thinking. Alrighty everybody, so pretty much we've covered lots of stuff about this little open box. We did a little bit of an inspection of all the devices inside, and we went ahead and looked at the batteries, we looked at the chargers, we talked about some of the pros and cons for each one of those. So, and again we talked about that wonderful thing that does and does not fit into the battery, into the bag itself. Great deal. If you want to go ahead and get it, go ahead and get it. I would recommend it. Even if you don't have an abundance of Ryobi tools, this particular fan and the kit itself with just these two batteries here will be sufficient to power your fan needs for other variety of things when you're in your workspace. So in that regard, this video will be deemed over, and until next time, we'll see you again. Bye bye now.